here in this general knowledge series or the geographically important places in the world. In that discussion, we are discussing about Lake Baikal. That is, nowadays it is in Russia. So we are now discussing about Lake Baikal. You may ask question. There are so many lakes in the world. So why we are discussing about Lake Baikal? Number one, it is largest ever freshwater body on Earth's surface. Number one. Number two, it is the deepest lake in the world. And there are many people, we are calling them environmentalists. Those who are always worrying about certain things beyond our control. So, out of that, for them, largest fresh water or say maximum fresh water or more clear, more than 1/5 of the fresh water of the world, surface fresh water obviously, that is there in the Lake Baikal. And what to worry about? That Lake Baikal is going to get deeper and deeper and wider and wider. That means the amount of fresh water located there, that is going to get increased. So we are talking about this Lake Baikal. If you are going to discuss about geography or more geologically, then it is called as Rift Valley. You are aware of Rift Valley. Whenever geography lectures are there, we are explaining. I am just giving idea. Say there are blocks, and these blocks are either because of movement. There are two types of movement: horizontal movement and vertical movement. So, because of this movement, either these blocks can go up, producing a mountain that is called as block mountain. Best example you can remember, name of cake and mountain is same, that is Black Forest. So this is block mountain. Whereas sometimes these blocks are, instead of going vertically up, they are going vertically down, producing a valley that is called as Rift Valley. In India, in Madhya Pradesh, near Jabalpur, on river of Narmada, there is Rift Valley, that is Bheda Ghat. The place is very close to Jabalpur, very nice place, beautiful place to see. It's marvelous as well as marvelous because there is Rift Valley in the marble and Narmada is jumping down in that valley. So fantastic Rift Valley you can observe in India only, that is at Jabalpur. The name of place is Bheda Ghat. Whereas similar Rift Valleys worldwide, I am giving two other examples, that is Red Sea and Dead Sea. They are also example of Rift Valley. So similarly, the Baikal Lake is also a Rift Valley. Baikal Lake is there in Russia, especially Russia was in expansionist stage. You are aware all these European nations, particularly after Renaissance, they started expansion. Some nations developed their overseas colonies and empires. Russia developed their empire with the adjoining land, and in ancient period, the Huns, Yuchis, like that, tribes were living in this such area. So that area was occupied by Russia, particularly after 1600. Around 1650 or something plus minus that, Russia occupied this Baikal Lake. Baikal Lake is Rift Valley. It is more than 600 kilometer long and more than 70 kilometer in the breadth, and the deep is more than 1 kilometer. It is estimated that no doubt the rift is actually very deep, but because of this sediments, whatever coming out, some 7 kilometer layer of sediments are there, and above that water is there. So if somebody is able to remove these sediments, then Lake Baikal can be still deeper. But right now, it is the deepest point on the surface of Earth naturally occurring, that is continental surface deepest point. So that is more than 1600 meter deep, that is 1.6 kilometer plus deep point is there, and this is active site. So every year the gap is widening out. Don't worry, it is by centimeters, but it is widening out. That is the fact, and that's why it is having fantastic characteristic. Number one, it is not saline water. Like otherwise, if you check Caspian Sea is also very large water body, but it is having saline water. Whereas this Baikal Lake is having fresh water. More, I should say, fresh most water, because as it is very deep, there is no contact of land immediately to the water. So this is first important characteristic. Second important characteristic, that you are aware, the solubility of solid substance in water is depending upon temperature. As temperature rises, solubility rises. So at 30 degree, water can dissolve salt. At 40 degree, water can dissolve more salt. At 70 degrees, still it can dissolve more salt. But here, temperature sometimes going far below freezing also. It is much more away from Tropic of Cancer. And that's why it is chilled. And as water is having very low temperature, its what we can say, solubility is very less for solid substances. But for gases, exactly reverse case is there. For gas, as temperature rises, solubility decreases. Around 70 degrees Celsius of water, almost all gases dissolved in water, they are leaving out water. Check out, just check. Take empty vessel, pour water in that and start heating. Don't add anything. Not necessary you can do this experiment in chemistry lab. In your kitchen also you can do while performing tea. So try to heat water initially. Don't add sugar and tea or milk. Just heat water. You'll find that after some time, small bubbles are accumulated at the bottom of this vessel. The number of small bubbles increases. When they start leaving the surface, leaving the bottom of that vessel, they start leaving very small bubble, not boiling bubble, very small bubbles are there. Something we can compare with sesame or mustard, like that shape. When these bubbles start leaving, at that time temperature is 70 degrees Celsius. So dissolved gases are getting evaporated, getting lost from water around 70 degrees Celsius. And that's why you can check when you are using boiled water but cooled, it tastes different. Keep that water for 2 days, boiled water only, it will taste differently. Why? Because when we are heating out, boiling out, all these gases are tend to get away from water. And then you are cooling out, but it is taking longer time that again gases will dissolve in water. And therefore keep in mind, though you are saying we are drinking of pure water, never you are drinking pure water. It is always having various gases dissolved in it, various salts dissolving it. But if you are going to Lake Baikal, then you will have fantastic water. The reason is that as it is deepest lake and temperature is also very, very less, it is having chilled water and therefore salt dissolution is very, very less. But the oxygen level is very good. Usually as we are going into deeper part of lake, oxygen level should fall down. But here comparatively good oxygen level is there and therefore very good flora and fauna is observed over here. It is not something like a dead sea, that life is not possible and all that. So it is full of fantastic ecosystems are working over there. So this is something we are discussing about Lake Baikal. Thanks for observing this video.